Hello there, you sexy beast, VatiWah here, and welcome to another episode of Follow from Mod Review Boobpocalypse, a mod review of a story to keep you entertained and feel a little bit weird while watching it. Rebi, my character, found a large supply of drugs in our newest player home, the USS Quincy, and we are gonna take what we can back to the club cell. But first, we need a secretary or maybe an accountant to keep track of the drugs so we know if Kate or Dana is using them, because, well, Kate is a junkie and we have to keep an eye on her and the drugs. The Aradia Secretary CBBE by the Chemistt is a very well-known skippy outfit in the modding community. Now, the secretary outfit is an outfit that Donald Trump would have all of his secretaries wear. Heck, if I was a millionaire, I would have all of my secretaries wear the same thing. Now, it does look like it's a very elegant and fancy outfit with most of the fabric removed, and it's very well known because, well, it's the same outfit that's also available in Skyrim, which I featured a long time ago in one of my mod review videos, one of those episodes, and there's actually a few different colors and patterns that is available. With the different colors, they don't really look like a skanky secretary outfit anymore. They now look more like a high-class stripper or hooker outfit. I think we are gonna need some cocaine or maybe dollar bills for this occasion. Now, the different variations and colors also changes the high heels, and this is one of the few outfit mods that have this type of a high heels, kind of like a stiletto kind of a high heels. And there's also a non-high heel version, but you know, this is kind of what we kind of care about, you know, everything looks better with high heel, guys. I've been seeing this forever.
How do you feel about us?
You know where you're headed and you've got me back. That's the kind of person I like to be with.
The drugs, as I mentioned, will be a very valuable target for raiders and desperate drug users who will try to rob us, and they will also want this ship that we are on. Now, the ship is protected by these cannons here and Minutemen, which is overlooking this very creepy and beautiful looking water. Wasteland Water Revival by Feyawen provides it with a bunch of different looking water to install, and one of them will be perfect for you. Now, when you install the mod, there's a launcher that contains a few different water for you to choose, and you know, there has to be one that's perfect for you. Right here, we have all of the different water that is available, and depending on your EMB and other settings, they might look a little bit different. Some of them look very outrageous, like the Quantum Cola water or the Glowworm, and some of them look rather pretty. Now, I always like the tropical looking ones. Some of them look very normal and even add to the atmosphere of Fallout 4. And these ones are my favorite. I really like the Quantum Cola water. The story is that the Nuka-Cola factory was leaking Quantum Cola into the ocean this entire time, and it turned everything this very glowy blue color. Now the moody color is very special because of the appearance of the color of the water kind of changes depending on the weather. And right now I'm using the command console to change the weather just so you can see what I'm talking about. So every time I change the weather, the water instantly changes, and it just looks very fantastic. It makes it very unique to look at. Now, also, I really like the Glowworm. It's very groovy, and as you notice, I really like the bright colors for the water. I really do. I like pretty things. I like bright things, like a little kid. Okay, so all we need are some weapons, and this week there are plenty. Varmint Rifle, the Return by asXas, is a very familiar weapon that was in Fallout New Vegas. Now, the Varmint Rifle is a rifle that's used to hunt small game animals like mole rats and rat roaches in real life, and it looks like it's a very rugged rifle. It's kind of similar to like the M40 in real life or something, or maybe the hunting rifle in the game. Well, they're kind of like sniper rifles. Now, Rebi is going to be using the weapon, and take note of the sounds and animations. Rebi is using a scoop and silencer. It is a bolt action rifle with a magazine. Right here, I took off the scope so you can see the animation a little bit better because the scope does take up a big part of the screen. And finally, I took off the silencer so you could hear the sound a little bit better. Well, actually, you know, it's a big difference, you know, silencer and no silencer, obviously. Now, it's not a very powerful weapon, but it's very accurate at long range, and it can be used to pick off whatever weaker enemies there are. Now, there's a few different colors for and paint jobs for the rifle. They all have kind of like a camouflage theme to them that is either spray painted on, or maybe they have a very specific or like precise pattern, like it's been printed on. Finally, there are two legendary rifles. They have a unique paint job for both of them. Now, I really like the Rat Slayer because in my opinion, you know, it's my favorite because there are these markings on how many Morats this weapon has killed. Now, the second rifle is called the Las Gun. As you can see, you have to do some 420 in order to use this rifle, man. You have to smoke a little bit of that ganja. Now, it looks like a very good sniper rifle, but I think we need something for, you know, for close quarter as well. We have the Kiparis by Millenia, DOOMBASED, Hitman 4701, MrRifleman, and it looks like a Soviet-Russian era submachine gun. Now, this is a very compact looking submachine gun. To me, it kind of looks like a machine gun pistol because of the size, and it kind of looks like the Scorpion machine gun pistol in real life. Now, right here, Rebi will be firing on these gasoline cans in first-person view and third-person view. The spent casings are ejected from the top of the gun, and there's a unique reloading animation as well. You know, there's a few like custom animations for this gun, so you know, take note of them. But yeah, I've never seen this reloading animation before. Right here, we are gonna take a closer look into the animation. Your left hand kind of reaches under the Kiparis to pull the bolt back to load in a new round into the bullet. And then a silencer and a laser dot can be added onto your submachine gun onto the Kiparis, and there's a fully automatic mode as well, but as you can see, it's not very accurate. It just goes everywhere. There's like a high muzzle climb. Now, I really enjoy this weapon just because it looks like a weapon that the Chinese or the Russians would use. With the sniper rifle and a machine gun, we need something with a little bit more firepower. The WH-77 Modular LSW REDUX by Skibadaa is a very big and sexy gun to hold into your hands. Now, the machine gun looks like it would draw a lot of bullets at whatever you're pointing at, and it will. Now, this type of a weapon would be used for like suppressing fire, or you know, or for taking out large enemies. As you can see right here, I don't even need to use the iron sights or do any aiming. I just have to point in the general direction of what I want to kill, and they die from massive amount of lead poisoning. I mean, look at this. It just sprays and prays, but it can be very accurate though if you use kind of like a burst fire. There are a few mods for the W877. My favorite modification would be the different barrels. They changed how the weapon totally look. Now the next thing is the machine gun stock. They can be changed, and there are 4 different ones for various purposes. And finally, there are a few different magazines, and they all hold kind of a different amount of bullets. And right here, we have a few different colorations and paint jobs for, you know, the different environments that you might encounter. We have snow, desert, forest, and what have you. And I want to show you guys all of them in first-person view and third-person view, so you can see just how nice the weapon looks. You know, I think this weapon is a weapon that should be admired. You know, I think it looks the best, by the way, with the drum magazine. With all of these weapons, we need everyone to see that we have them, so they won't mess with us. Holstered weapons by Azar, version 1.0 by Azar is the best looking holster mod that I've seen in quite a while. Now, first of all, they can be crafted at the chemistry station, and it can be worn by both CBBE and vanilla people, and both male and female, by the way. Now, there is a holster that uses the 10mm handgun. It could go on the hip and also on the thigh. Yes, very sexy. I like that view. Now, right here, we have the back holster where some of the long guns are being shown. You know, there's one for the shotgun, there's one for the hunting rifle, and both. My favorite one would be the one that has a military backpack and 2 long guns on the side. Now, I like this one just because it comes in a very large selection of colors and patterns, and looks very, it looks like it kind of reminds me of like Arma or something, or maybe DayZ. Now, it will also provide an increase in carrying weight as well. Now, my favorite one would be the Vault backpack. I like this one because, well, just because it looks the best and has very good textures as well. Now, if your Pip-Boy was not obvious enough that you're that you came from a Vault, this should make everyone know the backpack. Now, just look at how many guns and weapons that Rebi has right now. Look at that. That's very sexy, guys. You know, girls, you know, a girl in a skanky outfit and guns is gonna fight off the communists and raiders and whatever challenges we have. Anyways, I think this is it for this episode of Follow from Mod Review. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to bang that like and subscribe button. Bang it good with all of your fingers. Hopefully in the next episode, we'll make our way back to the club with the drugs that we have, and maybe we can pick up the few followers that I have that I kind of left behind and forgotten. Well then, stay sexy my friends, stay sexy. The Tabulicious 3 Brawler by Nero and Tabulicious is another wonderful Skippy outfit to add to your inventory. That outfit is based on art by Tabulicious, and we have the wonderful Nero to bring it to life respective locations. Now for this one, it's found at the abandoned den, and it's behind this hidden door in the wardrobe. Now once you're inside the hidden room, it kind of looks like a vampire lair. It's very